When my mouth speaks, my words are from the uprightness of my heart. My lips speak knowledge sincerely. The Spirit of God has made me. The breath of the Almighty gives me life. Refute me if you can. Array yourselves before me. Take your stand. Behold, I belong to God. Like you, I too have been formed out of clay. Behold, no fear of me should terrify you, nor should pressure weigh heavily on you. Surely you have spoken in my hearing, and I have heard the sound of your words. I am pure without transgression. I am innocent. There is no guilt in me. Behold, he invents pretexts against me. He counts me as his enemy, puts my feet in stocks, watches all my paths. Behold, let me tell you, you are not right in this. For God is greater than man. Why do you complain against him? He does not give an account of all his doings. Indeed, God speaks once, twice, no one notices. In a dream, a vision of the night, when sound sleep falls on men, when they slumber in their beds, he opens the ears of men, seals their instruction, that he may turn a man from his conduct, keep man from pride, and keeps back his soul from the pit, from his life passing over into the grave. Man is chastised with pain upon the bed, with an unceasing complaint in his bones. We all know when your bones are broken, it's because of sin. So any one of us that gets a bone broken, you may want to have a good look at your life and give a check on it, because it would be an indication that perhaps something is wrong. So drop down here a bit, verse 30, bring back his soul from the pit, that he may be enlightened with the light of life. Pay attention, Job. Listen to me, Eliyahu. Keep silent and let me speak. Then, if you have anything to say, answer me. Speak, for I desire to justify you. If not, listen to me and shut up. I, Elihu, will teach you wisdom. Elihu continues on, chapter 34. Listen to my words, you wise men. Listen to me, you who know. The ear tests words, the palate tastes food. Let us choose for ourselves what is right. Let us know among ourselves what is good. For Job said, I am righteous, but God has taken away my right. Should I lie concerning my right? My wound is incurable, and though I am without transgression, Job did not breach the terms of the covenant in his mind. We'll see who agrees or disagrees with him shortly. 7. What man is like Job, who drinks it derision like water, who goes in company with the workers of iniquity, lawlessness, sin, that walks with the wicked men? Well, so did Jesus Christ walk with wicked men. For he said, it profits a man nothing when he is pleased with God. Therefore, listen to me, you men of understanding, far be it from God to do wickedness. Far be it from God to have two parents who did no iniquity, no sin, to have a child born blind, who did nothing to be born blind. Keep all the stuff in mind as I'm just reading through this fairly quickly here. From the Almighty to do wrong, for he repays man according to your works. So here we go. And makes him find it according to his way. Surely God will not act wickedly. The Almighty will not pervert justice. Who gave him authority over the earth? Who has laid it? The whole world. If he should determine to do so, if he, God, should gather to himself the spirit and breath, all flesh would perish. Man would return to dust. If you have understanding, listen to this. Listen to the sound of my words. Shall one who hates justice rule? Will you condemn a righteous mighty one? Who says to a king, worthless one, and to nobles, wicked ones? Who shows no partiality to princes, nor regards the rich above the poor, for they are all the work of his hands. In a moment they die, and at midnight people are shaken and pass away. The mighty are taken without a hand. His eyes are on all the ways of man. He sees all their steps. So you can see how what he's saying here is sprinkled with correct statements about God Almighty, intermingled with errors and very serious ones. There's no darkness or deep shadow where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. He does not need a man further, that he should go before God in judgment. He breaks in pieces the mighty men without inquiry, sets others in their place. Therefore he knows their works, and he overthrows them in the night. They are crushed. He strikes them like wicked in a public place, because they turned aside from following him. So they stopped believing there's one God, and maybe they started believing they were evolved. Now, had no regard for any of his, God's ways, because they caused the cry of the poor to come to him, that he might hear the afflicted. When he keeps quiet, Who then can condemn when he hides his face? Who then cannot behold him, or can behold him? That is, in regard to both nation and men, so that the godless men should not rule. Nor be snares to the people, for anyone who said to God, I have borne chastisement, I will not offend any more. Teach me what I do not see, for I have done iniquity, I will do it no more. Shall he compensate you for your terms, because you rejected it? For you must choose and not I. Therefore, declare what you know. Men of understanding will say to me, and a wise man who hears me, Job speaks without knowledge. Oh, really? Keep that one in mind. On verse 35 there. Job speaks without knowledge, and his words are without wisdom. Okay? Job ought to be tried to the limit because he answered like a wicked man, claiming he's righteous in his own eyes. And I've heard this ad nauseum, and it's not correct, and a gross statement and a presumption with your words. Everybody on the planet has that uses that because it's been put into their head, and they didn't read the book here properly and maintain the context. We'll see that cleared up before long. Job 35, Eliyahu continued, do you think this is according to justice? Do you say my righteousness is more than God's? Well, Job didn't say that. For you say, what advantage will it be to you? What profit will I have more than if I had sinned? Just listen to what's being said here. I will answer you and your friends with you. Look at the heavens and see. Behold the clouds. If you have sinned, what do you accomplish against him? And if your transgressions are many, what do you do to him? If you are righteous, what do you give to him? Well, his righteousness even caused him to sacrifice because of his fear that his children might be cursing God in their hearts or sinning in some fashion, and his sacrifices and prayers were accepted, exactly like they were given and were accepted by the Almighty before he brought anything on his supposed three friends. No, they were really good friends. They thought they were trying to help him. They were just wrong in what they were condemning him for and saying. Okay. Your wickedness is for a man like yourself, your righteousness for a son of man, because the multitude of oppressions they will cry out. They cry because the arm of the Almighty, or the mighty, sorry. But no one says, where is God my maker? To check the word God, it may be Eloah, my maker. Who gives songs in the night, who teaches us more than the beasts of the earth, who makes us wiser than the birds of the heavens. They will cry out, but he does not answer because of the pride of evil men. So here we go. Now he's calling Job evil because God doesn't answer his requests, because Job wanted to make a prayer to him as if he could show him where he'd done something wrong, that he's suffering from all of this. What he's doing, Job, by suffering through all of this, is putting Satan, one of the Lucifers, to the test and proving to Lucifer he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's been given permission to torture, which we would deem that is excessive from God. He shouldn't be allowing it, which is what all this condemnation is about in all these, half the book, that he just shouldn't be doing that. Well, if he's doing this to save Satan's life down the road, when he goes in the lake of fire, which is not an incinerator. There's another point that most of humanity and churches of God senior ministry have incorrect as well. I don't know if you recall it, that a whole church of Bible-eating individuals spent a whole month after reviewing that Bible study on the fact that the lake of fire is a lake of divine purification that Satan will be put into and made a human being and die a death on the earth. And if he isn't resurrected, that's the end of him. So what's going on here, same with the individual who's born blind. What a miserable half your life, and then he has a miracle from Jesus Christ allowing him to see. So in natural human ways of thinking, we would say that's not fair. Well, life isn't fair because we breached the terms of the covenant, and the whole world is cursed. And even in the cursed state, it's still fantastic and beautiful. But imagine if they hadn't have been so badly deceived and the gene pool corrupted pre-flood, so they all had to be killed, except for Noah and his immediate family, who possessed clean DNA